Alrighty, so
Like her live. I was so excited. I actually
Campbell and Jack, this sounds very exciting. But first of all, Jack, I don't see a formula on your page anywhere.
It's on the other side.
Oh, okay. Did you guys get to those two parts of C?
Yep.
Yeah.
Part 2 is up there.
When you checked, how did you check that it's on the line containing V and W?
Graphed.
Okay. How would you check that it's equidistant from V and W?
Because it's equal.
I just measured it.
Because it wants.
How could you do it without a ruler?
You could.
You could
I
count
got
the
it.
squares.
Yes.
Well,
For one time it goes up by X.
Stay,
It goes up by 3, and then one time it goes up by X.
So what Jack, did you guys just hear what Jack said? Jack, say that again.
Alright, so when X goes up by 1, Y goes up by 3, and when X goes up
The
by
rise of a run.
But how, that tells me slope.
But then
How does that have to do with distance?
you do that on each side, so it's like it goes out by 1, and then you make a mini triangle.
But I don't get how that is, no one's explaining to me how that is showing it's equidistant.
Because it is, Mrs. Debbie.
There's
It looks like
there's
it.
2 of those, and then there's 2 of these on this side.
Because I said so.
Because think about it.
Can you be more precise than saying it looks like it, or...
This thing where it's just like
It's just like,
cuz.
come on, it makes sense because 4-2 looks about right, so it obviously is.
There's a way that you can precisely, you can say, Mrs. Emmy, I know these are equidistant.
Pythagorean theorem.
Can you do Pythagorean theorem?
Is it actually Pythagorean theorem?
Or you could,
Jack, keep talking. Your group does not believe you.
Pythagorean theorem divided by
yes. You can find the distance between those 2 points, and then you just divide your answer by 2.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
So now you are going to try to test. Now you are going to test that out.
So we make it the triangle out of this, kind of like the rise of a run thing.
I think, as a group, I think you guys can.
Divide it by 2.
Yeah.
So that means half of this is 6.3, half of this is 6.3.
How could you actually show me that that's true?
You could do it like this. In the book it shows these 2 like this, and then you could get the these gets it. I know this.
Could you
You guys are so close.
wait. Making like a rectangle for a second. We got the Pythagorean theorem.
I have that
It looks like, and the equation matches. So doesn't that mean that
We need
it's
something else to take.
So,
I don't really get what the 6.3 has to do with anything.
oh boy. So 3 of you are talking to me at a time here. So Alana just said she doesn't get what the 6.3 has to do with anything.
So we were
Yes,
trying
okay.
to find the length of the hypotenuse, which is the line that we drew. So we used Pythagorean theorem, which was 4 squared, then 12 squared. We added the sums of those together, and we got 160. So then we got the square root of that, which is 12.64.
And what is that representing?
That represents the
The
total
whole
length
hypotenuse
of the
is that.
hypotenuse.
Okay.
And
So
then we
half of the
divided it.
hypotenuse is going to be 6.3.
So then we divided it in half
So what does that have anything to do with the midpoint?
because the midpoint
Part I don't really
will be halfway up the line. So if we divide the length of the line by half, we'll have the amount.
So if we go,
We'll have
no, the
the
thing is, how do you know that like this 6.3 what? Like you have to go up to 6.3.
So let's get a visual here, so we're all on the same part. You said this whole distance was, you used Pythagorean theorem, and you
Yeah.
found this whole distance was 12 something.
12.7.
Then you said, okay, so then you said the midpoint should be
6.3.
from what?
This part,
this point and
the
that
middle.
From either point.
Okay, so this should be 6.3
Right.
by dividing this by 2.
Yeah.
Is there any way that you can find,
We can't.
if you actually found the midpoint, correct?
Yeah, we did.
Is there any way that you can verify that that is in fact 6.3?
Could we divide?
Are we supposed to
Are we
draw-
putting this equation into something?
Should we make another mini triangle that's smaller?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Mini triangle that's
You
smaller.
can like
Well, tell me what you, show me what you mean,
Like-
or tell me what you mean.
Like
you
draw
can take
it
it from there.
there, and then do it for both and see if they're the same.
What do you guys think?
Is that like this?
Is that what it is?
Well, what you found this whole thing's 12. You said if we divide that by 2, half of that should be 6.3 something. And so Campbell just said can we do a little midi triangle and see if that distance is actually 6.3?
What's
three
the root
times.
40? What's root 40?
2 times.
Can you do that?
3 times.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, 3 times.
So you guys are all agreeing that that seems to make sense?
That one.
It's
yeah.
6.
Okay.